Hello, welcome to Joan's Simple Paper Crafts. My name is Joan Heberlein. If you're new here, I'm so excited to meet you, and I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is at least once a week, typically on a Wednesday. This box is supposed to go along with the Paper Poppies window card tutorial I recorded on May 19th, 2021. Let me show you what those cards look like. I'll put the link below so that you can go to those. So these are the cards, and I wanted to have the paper go along with, I wanted a box to match the paper. Today I'm going to show you how to make this box using one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock and one 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. I have to confess, I'm using something from my own stock for the designer series paper. I think it works because it coordinates with the Stampin' Up color so well. So I want to get started. This ribbon was from the last catalog. It was the old olive ribbon, and I thought it worked really well, but the new catalog doesn't have that anymore, so I'm going to have to make some. So I have the crinkled seam binding, and I'm just going to take my Stampin' Up pen, the marker Dark Pool Party, and I'm just going to color it, and I'm going to use the wide tip. And we're going to color it ahead of time so that it can dry. And my fingers are going to be full of this coloring, but no worries. And it takes the color really easily. Partially, I think, from the board behind it. And it has a little sheen to it, so the marker's all going into the ribbon rather than onto the paper. I think I grabbed about 24 inches of ribbon. I'm not really sure. I just grabbed a bunch. Should be plenty to tie around the box. Just about done. And next we're going to use our scoring tool. So we'll just let that dry. There's a correction on the paper size. It should be 10 5/8 by 11 7/8 for the designer series paper. So next we're going to score our paper, and I'm going to use this because I don't have Stampin' Up's tool. And you want to score 1.5 and at 3 inches all the way around on all 3 sides. And this is the basic white cardstock. So 1.5 inches. And actually my take your pick tool, I just took out the pick portion. So our take your pick tool has a spatula on one end, the pick on another, and then it comes with these 2 stylus, and I'm using the smaller tip stylus. And I'm going out 1.5 and then at 3 inches. And you want to do that on all 4 sides. So I don't know if you can see that. So I did it 1.5 and then at 3 inches. And then we'll turn it and go again, 1.5 and 3 inches, which I've already done. And again, and again. And I'm going to redo this one again because I had made an error on it. I just want to make sure we got it in there properly. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to cut out the squares that are on the bottom right hand side. So I am going to trim those 2 right hand squares out. And I'm just going to basically, I'm going to do a very slight angle to this, going from just inside this score line up to the point of the intersection. And then we'll do the same thing here, just on the outside of this fold line to the point of this intersection. So let me show you. And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. Having trouble getting it in the camera here. And then we turn it a quarter turn. So that's 90 degrees. Do the same thing. And the same thing up here. One more. Actually, there's 2 more corners. Now you could have folded and burnished all of these right away, but I'm going to do it now. So I've got this inner marker at 3. And then at 1.5. I'm going to use the scoring tool to make sure we get a nice crease on those. And do the same thing on the next one at 3 inches. And then at 1.5. And then at 3 inches. This is a corner where I made the error on the scoring, so there's some extra lines there, and I want to make sure I'm getting the right lines. And then at 1.5. And one more at 3 inches. And at 1.5. Okay, then the next thing we want to do is we want to clip the next line over. So again, we've got, this is where we took the 2 out. And then we're just going to go straight up on this one here. Right up to the 3-inch line. And then we can fold this in. And then 3-inch. Now some people would trim this bottom half off, but I leave it on there because I want the extra material to strengthen the box. So now we have the box looking like this. And we're going to put glue on each of these fold tabs. And the glue is going to be on this side of the box, the inside of the box. Because what we want to do is we'll put glue there, and then we're going to fold it in and match these seams right there. And I am going to put my silicone mat down just in case I go off the paper. I want to protect this mat underneath. And so then I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to press this down. So I've got 3 inches on the inside here that's protecting that fold there. And we'll do it with the next one. And get this side lined up. And then I'll fold it over here. And I'm just folding the inside, pressing that down. And then the next fold is going to be this one. Get that all lined up. And then we'll press it on the inside. And then the last corner. I got that, and I'm pressing it down again. Okay, so we've got this forge-sided box. So next we want to do is we want to fold these down on all 4 sides, and there should be tape on the end of them. So I've got 2 pieces of tape right here. Right here and here, and let me do some tear and tape on the other 3 sides. I could use the glue again, but I like how the tear and tape holds this down better. And I'm using the edge of the box itself to help me fold it so that it goes in the right place. So as long as I have those first 4 seams done properly, I don't need to use the liquid glue right now. I don't know if you can see, I'm just taking it along at 1.5 inches, and then again at the outer edge. So it's on this side, the outer edge side of the 1.5. I'm using the edge of the ruler to help me tear the tear and tape off. So I think I've got them all taped now. And then next we're going to pull the clear backing off, I'm going to switch my take your pick. I'm going to pull up the two sides. I find that they're shorter and it's easier to do those real quick like. And then the longer sides seem to fall right into place. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and get the creases. Make sure that sticks down good. I'm going to tip this off so that it doesn't dry out on me. And then we just take off the tape, paper tape, on the other short side. And then I just fold it over and then use my bone folder to get the crease, nice crisp crease there. And then I can grab this long side. And I'm going to use the bone folder again to do a nice crisp edge. And make sure it catches down in the center. And this last side. And fold it over. So, and then what I need to do is cut out a panel to put down on the bottom of the box to kind of reinforce that. But I'll get to that after we do the top. So the top, we're going to do the same thing. So 1.5 inches and 3 inches on all 4 sides. I got 3 of the sides already done. But what we're going to do for this one, we need to make it just slightly bigger. So instead of changing the lines, I'm just going to shift it out 1/16 of an inch. So there's going to be a space here, like 1/16 of an inch. So I'm going to just hold it in place. So I'm not butting the paper right up to the wall. I'm just going close to it, not touching it. But I do have it touched up there. So, and I'm going to do 1.5 inches. And 3 inches. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold all these edges. And I'm going to take my bone folder and use that to get a nice crisp edge on those. And we'll do that for all 3 sides, or the 3 other sides. get a piece of paper, cardstock, to do the inside of each of these boxes. One for the lid and one for the base. I will be right back for that. Okay, I've got these pieces of cardstock. It's 4.5 by 5 3/4, and I cut one for each, the bottom of the box and for the lid too. I've got 3 pieces of tape on here, probably overkill, but I'm a little generous with my tapes and glues. And we're just going to drop it down inside the box. And I'm going to take my score bone folder and just kind of rub the tape in place. And then we'll use the other same thing, 3 pieces of tape. And then just center it again. Almost didn't fit. Okay. Yay. And then we've got our ribbon, and it's all dry, so we're going to just pretend like we have our cards in there. So I am going to turn the box upside down, and we'll just wrap it around. And I am going to have an excess of ribbon here, aren't I? And I'm just going to make a bow. There we go. I want to bring it down here, have it be in the center of the box. I hope you like this little box. It could be used for all A2 size cards. Check the description below for the link to the cards I made for this box. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji, which means you liked it, and would you share it on social media with your crafting friends, and pin it to Pinterest. These actions will help to keep me sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find a Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time for something from the new catalog, which is available now. I'll hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I look forward to next week. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.